that's really unfortunate.
Well, as long as you're making the white man money, did I say that? As long as you're making somebody money, they don't care. So
I guess it happens to the best of them, though, you know.
Does it?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to the Vibe Controllers Podcast. First beat, Cocky McFly, Fifth Child, out here.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I've never been in a situation where I've made an amount of money where I feel like I had to sell out.
No, me neither. No, I feel it.
So, yeah, I ain't selling out to be doing no Trump dances at the victory.
No, it don't get that serious.
Nah, man, I'm super good.
But you know, I don't know.
Yep, we ain't gonna talk about this on the podcast. Bad. Hey everybody, welcome to the Vibe Controllers Podcast, man. This is episode 61. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us. What season we in?
Season 6.
6. Yeah, I told somebody 5 the other day. They catching up.
You have to be season 6, right?
Yes, this season 6. You're right. This is season 6. Yeah, because we're in the number 6. We're in the 6s. So,
but
we're in season 6.
Yes,
You're right. Anyway. Sorry, old people banter.
Yeah, it is definitely season 6. Yeah.
Anyway, I go back to the name of Cocky McFly, man. In the building, of course, as always, we got the homie Fifth Child. Say what's up to the people.
Hello to the people.
Hello to the.
That's all I got.
Hey man, that's enough.
That's all I got, man. That's the message. You were enough.
You are enough.
You enough.
Hello to the people. In his absence, shout out to Merc B. Williams. All right, man. This is a very, very special episode. This is Erin's episode. So one of our close friends and a magnificent supporter of the Vibe Controllers Podcast, Miss Erin Bronson, was originally scheduled to be a guest for this episode, but she won her battle.
Yes, she did.
She won her battle, and we did not want to replace or do something a little different, but we wanted to make sure that we always held space for this specific episode for her. So yeah, man, this is gonna be we're gonna keep it light, attempt to, and we're just gonna share some good memories, man, and really talk about her impact, the impact she had on the both of us and the brand as a whole. Because I think Erin probably was one of the first people to purchase some merch.
Yep.
Like the first person.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man. So we'll rap about that, man. We'll talk about just some other stuff, just about life, living, grief, all that good stuff. And this is the season of thanks. So we're gonna talk about some stuff we thankful for, and mainly we thankful for Erin. So we're gonna get into that. So stay tuned. We out here. All right, thank y'all so much for tapping in with us, man. Again, this is episode 61 of the Vibe Controllers Podcast. Again, let me say thank you to our last sponsor for our last podcast, Curvy Cheek Boutique. Thank you so much for sponsoring the last podcast episode. And again, man, go check out her event, Me and B Brunching, which is taking place this weekend, November 30th. So you can go check out her page, or you can just search that event on Eventbrite. I wanted to make sure I give another shout out. We definitely appreciate that. So yeah, man. Again, this is a special episode for us to really just, give honor to our friend, man. This is a tough season for a lot of people, and especially, when you've lost some close folks during the holidays. And honestly, the month of November has been real goofy for Jackson.
Man, God, dog.
Like, it's been super goofy, and not just, because, condolences to Murph, too, man. And
let's go.
Yeah, bro, Fidel, and then, all that other stuff that's going on in the city that we ain't gonna talk about.
So I don't think I knew personally the chef, BJ.
Oh yeah, man. Please forgive my brain. Yeah, BJ, man, Aubrey Norman, man. Show love to him and his family as well. Yeah, November has been goofy. And again, all the rest of the goofiness going on top of that. So, but blessed to be on this side to really be able to give flowers to folks. Mm-hmm. And let me be clear, man, we gave her flowers while she was here. So, she knew she was loved, but she also was a person who had a powerful love, and she gave it to all those around her. I can't really say I know a lot of people. I like to say I know a lot of people, but there are people who are very, very distinct, and when you in their presence, you just kind of just feel it.
Yeah, honestly, both her and Murph specifically, because those of the other names that she said, those two that I was closest to. I didn't know the other two, but I was particularly close to Murph and Erin, and in their lives, they were very. You never had to guess how they felt about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And with Erin, we were operating in the same circles, had a lot of mutual friends, and the way that I really, really got to know her, we were connecting through my music, because I kept being like, who is this sweet little bullet person who's like bought my whole discography and shouting me out on such and such and sending me these really nice emails and being like, oh, I've been telling my ex-husband about you and he's like now a super fan and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's like, even before we were close as friends, she even then really, really just made me feel special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even with Murph, just all the work that we had been able to do as far as performing together, like those are some of my favorite memories in my career, getting to play. And it's like, I knew if Murph was behind me on the drum set, it's like, okay, I basically got a metronome. It's like, this dude's gonna keep time, and it's like, I would just go and I would snap a couple times to let him know, okay, this is the tempo I'm rapping, and that's it, I'm done. And it's like he's, and it's just a certain, like, I don't know, just unspoken sort of thing that natural musicians have, to where you feel each other on stage and when, okay, we're gonna do this big crescendo and then jump back in. It's just like, I don't know, man, it's an instinct, and he had that more than anybody I've ever seen, and so yeah, I mean, while we celebrate them and have lots of fond memories about them because of their talents and what they brought to the world, just them being themselves and just the energy and the love that they spread was like even more important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's cool too. I mean, we're talking about, this is the purpose of the episode is really, talk about Erin, but we're talking about other people, which is exactly what Erin would be doing.
Right.
What about the, like always showing love to other people and giving love to other people, man? She was, as I said earlier, man, she was one of the first ones really to like start buying when we started doing merch. Like, she was the first one to purchase like a sweatshirt, or a hoodie, and she did it a couple times. Like, you don't need but one. She's like, it's all good. I just want to make sure I'm supporting y'all. Oh, I'm wearing my stuff, showing us pictures, and stuff, man. And she, and I'm gonna post it when I post the advertising for this episode, where she wore her Vibe Control shirt when she met Juvenile and seen it to me and stuff, man. But it was quick story, man. I ran into her. So one of the last two times I talked to her, one of the last two times I really talked to her, I ran in happenstance. I was going to Minnesota for a flight. I was going to Minnesota for work, but you gotta catch the flight to Atlanta, Delta, fuckers. I mean, no offense, I love Delta. Let me just say that.
Right.
Yeah. Insider. So yeah, man, I'm on this flight, bro, and I got motion sickness real bad. So I'm always yeah.
You getting like vertigo and stuff?
Well, on flights, like I'm throwing it.
Really?
For the most part. Like, so I be drama mean down, you know what I'm saying? So while everybody else is on the flight, like cool and comfortable, I'm on there praying, like, please don't let me throw up. Like, I got to get myself, I have to prepare to get on the flight to be ready. But anyway, I'm getting on the flight, so I'm already like, it don't matter how long the flight is. But, so yeah, I'm just getting myself together, man, just all, a little anxious, but I'm like, I'm cool. First person I see, well, I'm walking, and somebody just grabs me like, hey, and it's Erin. So she's on the connecting flight to Atlanta too. I think I forgot where she was going. She was going somewhere else. And so like we like in the middle of the aisle, some folk behind me, she don't care. So she hopped up, gave me a big hug. She gave the best hugs. So she gave me a big hug. She's like, oh my God, I'm so glad there's somebody on this flight that I know. I was just so anxious. And I'm like, shit, I'm glad I saw you because I'm anxious. And so, man, we got to Atlanta, got out the flight, and she took a deep breath. She's like, oh my God, you just don't know how good it felt just to see like a friendly face. I was like, man, I ain't even throw up. I said, you don't understand, like, for real. I'm so glad to see you and see you on this flight. And we just hugged and talked and hugged and talked. And just told her to be careful because she had to go to her gate. And I had to catch mine because you land.
Oh yeah,
you land in Atlanta. You got to go.
You got to sprint.
Yeah, you got to go. So, but I thankfully, I got a chance to have a really good conversation with her. Maybe a couple months prior to, because she sent me a text. She was like, call me when you get a chance. And I'm like, okay, because Erin will never text me to call her. So I gave her a call. Really, she was just talking about, just where she was, how she was feeling, and she may not be able to do the show. And I was like, oh man, don't worry about that. Like, we'll figure it out. Like, it's like, yeah, but I'm pretty much in the house. I'm just like, well, just let me know like what that looks like. You need to have people in. And then she got cussing and shit about the Saints. And, like Jason in the background, I tell him I love him. They shout out to Jason, man. He is
big time.
Boy, I tell you, one of the best people
really
in the world.
Really,
the world. And I look, if you ain't loving me the way Jason loved her, get your ass back. You hear me, man? Like, shout out to Jason Brunson. Because that's a great guy right there. Like, we love you real big, brother, if you listen. But yeah, man, she got to cussing about the Saints, and because if you knew, she was gonna cuss. So, but we just had a really, really good conversation, and we had planned to see each other soon. But life happens and stuff. I say all that to say, man, like, this ain't the nugget, but it's just on my brain. Like, man, you, especially during this season of holiday season, where a lot of us are fortunate enough to spend time with family members and friends and stuff that are still here, man. To take the time to take the picture, had a conversation, do the video, do the goofy TikTok, do all this stuff, man. Because like one of my favorite things to do. I'm rambling a little bit. One of my favorite things to do during the holidays, as soon as I get home, is to pull out photo albums. I love going back, looking at like old pictures when we were kids or when our folks were younger and stuff, like just those memories. And a lot of those things that our folks, they hold on to this stuff because that's all they got. And now our stuff is so digital. We take a picture, it's in our phone. We'll post it on the Instagram. We just think we're always going to have access to it. We don't even think like to print it out and put it somewhere like to hold those memories. But we don't even think to really be taking a picture because we're just so conscious about, we don't always want to be on our phone and stuff. But look, this the time to pick up your phone. Take the pictures.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Like, like cherish those memories, man, with folks, because you really just never know.
You know what? Do you? This seems like it's totally unrelated, but it actually is. You know, I'm trying to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Oh, I read some article or something like that. But they were talking about basically like the invention of mirrors, and when mirrors were invented, there were a lot of writings that were more philosophical, like, you know, mastery of oneself and the thinking of oneself, and you know, it was a lot of more inward looking, and basically humanity as a whole started to become more like self-focused with the invention of mirror, because they could, you know, I can see myself now, like I'm thinking about myself and not just looking outward. And I'm even thinking about how you're talking about going home and looking at some of those disposable camera pictures, and it was like my family, it's other people, it's me snapping a picture of a subject and not just myself, and how weird someone would look holding a disposable camera just snapping pictures of themselves, to now with like camera phones and front facing cameras and stuff like that, and you can look through somebody's camera roll and 90% of the pictures are pictures of themselves. And so if there's some what's the word I'm looking for, correlation between camera phones and just our self-centeredness as a society. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what my needs and my feelings and my everything over how I relate to others and how I care about others.
Yeah, that's the first thing a lot of folks do when they pick up their phone. They turn around, you gotta take a picture of yourself to make sure you're straight, but you may not take a picture of nothing else and stuff. And we don't think about that because we don't think about the story either, because those photos and those photo albums are stories.
Right.
And literally, I can sit there with my mom and my aunts, and I'll just be like, who is this? And they'll say, this is your grandmama's sister. Oh, I remember this day. And it's a whole story about, like, and we're not even thinking about that. We just are like, you know, it's all about what's in, like, the photo, the person in the photo, not like actually what's going on. And that's why, shout out to D'Artagnan, photographers like himself and some others, where their photography looks like stories.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin too. And so when I'm looking at their work, cause Justin was what did he just do? He just posted something on his page. I can't think about it. It'll come to my head. But yeah, just a lot of the work that he's been doing, and it's, you know, and all those folks, it's like when they're taking photos of something, there's a story behind it. Even if it's just a picture of somebody's face, there's still a story in it.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like that. It don't look like the duck lips and no shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
And
it's I think it's naive to not at least acknowledge it. Not saying that like somebody's wrong for doing it, for wanting to take a picture of themselves, but you have to understand there's a certain level of vanity that's like underlying going along with this. If once again, like every picture that you have is just of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You look like that weird ass dude on Instagram back in the day. You just used to have just selfies. It was just him smiling the same way. He might have glasses on in one kid, just different outfits, but every day he'd post the same picture. Look like a fucking serial killer. Shit is
right.
like it's weird shit.
And see, like bringing it back to the topic of this discussion, you know, Erin was really adamant. She lived a life where it was even you know, up to her final moments about others and not just herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that same anxiety, that's It's so funny that you mentioned that, because even when she started the gardening club at Broward Arts Center, and she's been doing it for forever. And like somebody who clearly knows exactly what they're talking about, she was super duper like shaking nervous.
Yep,
you know,
I remember.
I'm like, Erin, whatever you say, I promise you it's gonna be fine, because I don't know anything, and whatever you say is gonna be 100 times more.
Don't nobody in here know the difference between dirt and tulips.
Right.
Like none of whatever the fuck you say.
Whatever you say is gonna be insightful.
You an expert, trust me. Don't nobody know what's going on.
But that shows how much she really wanted to do a good job, not just for, just for herself, but she's like, okay, I know this represents you,
Yeah.
I know this is for the community, and so I want to bring value to them. And it's just like, man, they just don't make them like,
bro. And literally, she showed up, and it was like folks was here, and they kept coming, and that was like, she had seen me. I was like, bro, you did, that's your thing, like that's you. Oh my God, I just didn't know. I was like, man, bro, you right where you at. This is, we close to you, so we get to have this. Yeah. But now you get to get this to other people, and other people get to receive it and stuff. So, and I think a lot of that, during that time was super healing for her, I'm sure.
Because this is like exactly around the time that she first got her diagnosis.
Yeah.
So, she did the first one, and then she might have went to the hospital the first time, and then had the second one. Like, hey, I might have to take a step back. I'm just like, they're doing a bunch of tests and stuff, and I'm like, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, everybody, goes, I didn't think, I didn't think much of it, and but I'm just thankful.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Very thankful.
And then, just even those times, even after that, while she was still in recovery and stuff, and being able to see her offbeat, you talk about a historian on records. I wish he would have been here for the Blue Note thing that they got going on. Like, man, I didn't know her dad owned the record store.
I didn't know that either.
I think did she post it? She had said something about it.
Yeah, she did. Like, even going back and looking at some of her old, some of her old posts, and I'm seeing that stuff. And it's cool, like, seeing other people's stories, because once again, she's somebody that I got to know in my adulthood. But there are people who legit like grew up with her, and man, it's just beautiful. And so I'm thankful that sometimes I think about, man, I got to be on Earth at the same time that LeBron James is like playing in the NBA. Like, I don't know, really think about that. Like, I wasn't alive at the same time as Alexander Graham Bell, or something like that. I really got to be alive at the same time as Prince.
Yeah, you got to see Jordan, Magic, Bird, Prince,
right there.
LeBron.
And then
you got to see like so many, and you just at the age you at.
Michael Jackson release albums. Like, oh yeah, there's this new Michael
like
Jackson.
They still, like, and not just like, not like an old artist just still trying to hold on. Like, no. He was doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm thankful that my however many years on Earth overlapped with hers.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It was say it was a blessing would be an understatement. Just to be able to be around and learn so much. Just not just about how to receive love, but how to give it properly. And she was always out. She was very authentic, always herself, and she just gave love to everybody. Like, and that showed, like you said, with a lot of the stories and posts and stuff, people you didn't even know that she knew.
Yeah.
Or they knew her, like, oh, we all knew her, but everybody's saying the same thing. That's one of the things. That that's when you know you have done it's a job well done. That's when you know, like, nobody is not saying anything that's not consistent. It's all the same thing.
You know, even in the situation, and I don't know, like, you know, many details about their past or anything like that, but like I said, Erin introduced her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband, a guy named Matt, to my music. And just seeing how they knowing what I know about most people and their ex-spouses is a very adversarial type of, like, you know, relationship. And so that was already like, oh, okay, so this is different. You're different.
Yeah, y'all.
Because you're like you still are able to tell this person that, hey, I love you. We're not together anymore, and I'm remarried. I have this great husband named Jason, you know, but I still care about you and want the best for you, and the feeling is mutual.
Bro, I can be
at the same time, like, you know,
it's
man,
all
that's
good.
Yeah,
I can be your friend. Like, I'm your friend.
Yeah, and just it was a love that transcended, you know, situations and man,
that's some major, that's high level adulting right there.
Really,
and let me tell you. Yeah,
ain't for everybody.
What you said? You hear me? What you said?
I got a girlfriend from 2012. Better not say nothing to me.
What?
Better not look in my direction.
I wish I did. I'm waiting. I'm telling you, I got that thing.
And another thing.
I got it in my pocket,
man.
I'm just waiting. I'm on unload. Like, I've been holding this. I'm healed, but I still got that work.
Yeah, I'm about to give you a couple bars.
Pay me. Let me send it to you. Let me stop. But yeah, man. But we can go on and on, man. We really just wanted to take some time during this episode again. Like, we wasn't gonna ever replace her or anything like that. This is always gonna be her episode. So we appreciate everybody's listening, man. Please, man, send some love and some prayers to her husband Jason and all the friends and family who have been affected and who will continue to be affected by it, man. Because I know it's tough, and at the beginning everybody's always kind of there, but then it's those moments when we going through your week and everybody kind of gets back to their normal life, man. If you take some time out your day, throw a prayer up, send a text or something, man, it goes a long way. So so Jason, man, we thinking about you always, brother. We got you back whenever you need it, and I still ain't forgot I owe you a lot of beer.
The celebration's on the 30th.
Yes, it is this Saturday at 3. I think it's at 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 p.m. But it's at Hallamals in the big room. For those listening, if you were a friend of hers and you're interested in going, it will be this Saturday. We're looking up the time just to be correct. It should be on your events if you accepted it. I know I did, but I didn't pick up the phone while I was talking. But yeah, we'll get that. We'll note that before we end this episode. But it is this Saturday, November 30th.
Yeah, 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. at Hallamals.
At Hallamals in the big room. So you'll have lots of family and lots of friends there, man, just showing love and spending good moments, and it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be a good time, actually.
And then Murphapalooza, the tribute to Murph, is gonna be at Hallamals in the Red Room.
Okay, same day.
No, December 15th.
December 15th. Okay.
And I think in both situations, I could be wrong, the families decided not to have a,
I'm not sure about.
Well, I know at least in Murph's case, they decided not to have a service, more of a celebration of life. Just out of curiosity, what would you want?
you know, I don't know. Those are eerie thoughts to think about, but not really. But
not for me, but
I mean, I had there's a level of discomfort, but not really though. But I don't need y'all niggas all like
everybody in all black.
Who gonna tell me that was there? Like I need to, Lord, if you hear me, I ain't ready to go. But let me be there. I want to see who was in there. Babe,
I want to be in a tree. Take this as a record of
a tree.
Yes.
Your body up there?
No.
Oh
no. I want to be cremated.
Oh.
And my ashes put into
a
tree.
Tree.
Like planted in some soil.
Okay.
And don't put me in like a pussy willow or nothing like that. No, I want like.
What you talking about?
Hey, I'm just saying. That's not what I want.
You want a big redwood?
A sequoia. Like put me in a.
So take your ass out there.
Something. Yeah.
To the Indian mounds.
That's what I want. A palm tree.
So that's you want to be in the West Coast and somebody
yes. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Watching it drive by.
I want to be in a palm tree.
That was okay.
So y'all have this. Those are my wishes.
You could be in New Orleans,
and I don't want a funeral. I want a celebration of life, just like these. Okay. I want a celebration of life, just so y'all know. And yeah, man, I don't know. I've always had not always, but I just have a different sort of outlook when it comes to mortality, you know. And not to make the episode drag on, but like this whole idea of like die empty, you know.
Yeah.
Like put everything. Whatever I have in me, you know,
put it out there. Now, I definitely use your time wisely, man. Put it all out there and just do what's in your heart to be doing, and don't be hesitating on it, because I'm gonna tell you no, or you just go do something else. Like that ain't it. Like I totally understand that more and more now. Yeah, because I don't know, aging is different. It's wild because I guess now I'm just be thinking about like where I am. I feel like I'm hitting a stride that sometimes I feel like other people that I'm close to, they were striding 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and I feel like I'm on the stride that they have been through 10 years ago, so they kind of chilling. But I'm glad. And not to say they walk is their walk, man. I'm glad that it's happening now, because I'm so much more mature and settled in who I am now than I was 10 years ago. Which is, I always tell people, man, you think your 30s, you still don't know shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know shit ain't for it, but yeah. But the older you get, man, when you get to that level, and it's not really aging. It just depends on where you are in your walk. It's just like I feel like I'm like in a great place, and especially when it comes to making life decisions, and I'm cool with it. And I'm also cool with a lot of stuff that I don't really have to have or have to do. And I think I did a lot of your young age. You just like, I gotta do this. I want to do this. Like, you ain't gotta do that shit.
So you're continuing to like prune different aspects of life, you know.
And people. So, which is a good thing. But yeah, we can go on and on, but we not. Sorry, Steve.
That's fine. I've already been called long-winded once today.
I know.
Look, I can't even be mad.
I tell you, he had me rolling. He's like, well, let me sit down.
I was trying to pay attention to what you were saying, Stephen, but it was just so much.
But I was. Bro, I don't know what you was talking about. Man, hilarious.
Boy.
Anyway, real quick, man, please make sure y'all continue to follow us on all social media. We have a few last minute events coming up at the end of the year. We're gearing up for 2025 as well. The only thing that I know for sure, I have debate night coming up on December 20th. You can get those tickets on Eventbrite. This is the 1-year anniversary, so make sure y'all check that out. Also, stay tapped in with us. Currently, we may be doing after party for the SWAC Championship game next Saturday.
Cool.
So I'll keep everybody posted on that. Just stay tapped into it'll be myself, my brother, DJ Cujo, and DJ Nancy show. So it's gonna be a party. So yeah, we'll definitely keep everybody posted, but we're working on that right now, working on the particulars. So it'll be a flyer come out. We'll just make it happen. Follow Murby Williams. I'm sure he has some stuff coming up. I don't know nothing about that right now, but I know he got a lot of stuff coming up as well.
And he's hosting You Got Jokes at Broward Arts Center on Monday, December 2nd.
Okay, Monday, December 2nd. He'll be here hosting You Got Jokes at Broward Arts Center. So please pull up. It's free 99. Man, please pull up. You see some of the best young comedians in the city. It's always a good time, man. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. And I think that is all I have on my end.
A bunch of stuff. So we have a retro video game tournament fundraiser at Broward Arts Center on November 30th. I will be DJing at Price to Move on December 15th. We are also having at Broward Arts Center. It's still in the planning, but I got the date and I got the time. It's actually going to be at the same time as Merch Celebration, but it's a grief art party, which I'm really, really excited about. It's going to be dope. It's going to be
what date is it?
December 15th. And so I'll probably go to Merch joint earlier in the day and then, finish it. That's a Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But also, just whole bunch of BAC stuff. But other than that, when this podcast comes out, it'll be Thanksgiving Day.
Absolutely.
So yes, just enjoy your family and don't worry about nothing. I don't care about the origins of Thanksgiving. I could not possibly care any less than I currently do. I could not possibly care less.
Yeah, we
enjoy
know
the family, enjoy the food, enjoy the fellowship.
There you go.
Keep people who do not have family or who are missing some family this year for the first time just in your hearts. Give them a call. Give them, just check on your people, and just continue to spread love, man. This is definitely a season of gratitude, even in the losses. Like, God is still great. God is still watching. He's still sovereign. He's still in control, and we cannot let any of their transitions be in vain.
Yep.
So,
Pastor.
So yeah, that's it.
And Pastor Brown. Come on now. You didn't say nothing wrong. Don't send me no happy Thanksgiving text.
No, don't do that though.
Don't, bro. I'm good, man. Don't do that. You don't have to send me no pictures of what you eat. We all eat the same thing, for the most part. You don't get to see no pictures of you dressing.
I want to see your dry turkey.
I don't. I do not. I don't need to see them ham, that trash ass cranberry sauce.
Chill out. It's trash. I don't care for the cranberry sauce slander.
It's terrible.
In the can with the lines on it. That's what I like.
Would you like me to pump your
That's
heart
what I like.
full of lard?
What the heck is that supposed to be?
It's terrible.
Cranberry sauce.
No, bro, it's not good at all.
You know what?
Would you put
cranberry sauce gets the smoke that pasta salad really should have been getting for decades.
What you not finna do is talk about pasta salad.
Oh my gosh. Like,
pasta salad is good.
It is one of the worst dishes. It's like,
you just don't like cold pasta.
I don't like cold pasta. I don't like cold dishes on a plate of hot dishes. What? That don't make sense.
If you eating barbecue, that's some barbecue pasta salad.
No,
bro, you ain't had the right.
Pasta without the meat in it.
I'm gonna tell
just like, ugh.
I'm tell you. You can put a little meat in it. You can put little ham chunks if you got that.
Ugh.
I'm tell my mama what you said. It's good. Cranberry sauce. You know what cranberry sauce is? Putting cranberry sauce on your dressing is the equivalent to putting barbecue sauce on your barbecue. if your dressing need cranberry sauce, that's some nasty ass dressing.
Well, okay.
If you barbecue out there and I taste your barbecue and I got to put some sauce on it, that ain't no good barbecue.
That's true, but that doesn't make barbecue with barbecue sauce on it bad. It just means that the barbecue should have,
I don't want no damn jelly on my dressing. No cold jelly on my dressing.
I love cranberries.
Them ain't. Now trust me, if you read that, you read that can, ain't no cranberries in this shit. It clearly says artificial flavors, my boy. That ain't cranberry sauce that you eat. You might want to rethink that one, because let me tell you, I can't even tell you what you eat.
Man.
It might be motherfucking hog head sauce and pork.
Listen,
pork remains.
Right, it might be like how Jello's made of shaved pig knuckles.
Exactly. That's what they did. And shaped it into some shit. Just thinking about it, man.
I was that kid in JPS. I couldn't wait till Thanksgiving lunch, because I mixed my turkey and my dressing and my cranberry sauce. I have it mushed up in a big pile on my plate. So apologies, not really apologies. I'm really not sorry, but to all the people who are like, I don't like my food to touch.
I mean, I don't.
Man,
but
it might
certain things. I'm,
put it in a big pile.
Nah, don't put it in there, because I don't need no motherfucking peas and greens all in, but I'm good. I don't like my shit to touch.
You know what? This is a great poll to put on the Facebook.
We should create a. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Is Thanksgiving food supposed to touch?
Is Thanksgiving food supposed to touch? And is cranberry sauce trash, and why? And why is it the worst? But anyway, man, look, as you said, man, happy day of thanks to folks. Shout out to our indigenous people showing love to you as well.
Yes.
And fuck Lewis and Clark, which y'all get Sacagawea, you motherfucker. But anyway, when you get older, you know what they taught you what it's supposed to be. But anyway, but yeah, that's
it.
Oh, go ahead.
Stink, bless.
Two fingers up, man. Please to the back.
You got to say it. But you got to say it like this.
Cut this motherfucker down. Cut this shit out.